Good morning, students. Myself, I am Dr. S. P. Evole, HOD, SDSM Junior College, Department of Chemistry, Palghar. Today, we are going to learn physical properties of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, if you are going to see in laboratory, you observe that it is colorless, it is denser liquid, oily, and it has density, specific gravity is about 1.84 gram per cm cube at 298 Kelvin. Sulfuric acid can be freezes at 283 Kelvin and it can be boils at 611 Kelvin, which are the physical constants of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is highly corrosive and produces severe burns on the skin. That's why in laboratory also, whenever you're going to use sulfuric acid, that time you have to take much more care yourself. Then we're going to see the chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Actually, sulfuric acid has a lot of chemical properties. The main property is the acidic property. When sulfuric acid ionizes, means it gives ions, plus and minus, cations and anions. That time in aqueous solution, it shows two steps. Sulfuric acid aqueous plus water molecule liquid when added, then we'll get H3O plus ion, means it is hydronium ion, plus HSO4 minus aqueous. In that, the potential of acid or dissociation constant of acid Ka is greater than 10. Then HSO4 minus aqueous plus H2 liquid, it gives H3O plus aqueous plus SO4 2 minus aqueous. For the dissociation constant of the acid is 1.2 10 to minus 2. The greater value of Ka means greater than 10. It shows that sulfuric acid is largely dissociated in aqueous solution or in H plus ion and shows HSO4 minus ions. Thus, sulfuric acid is the strong acid. And you know it is a dibasic acid. Why? Because it gives out 2 protons at a time. Now, the reaction of the metals and non-metals with sulfuric acid, ultimately it is also called as oxidizing property. Metals and non-metals both are oxidized with the help of hot and constant sulfuric acid, which itself gets reduced to sulfur dioxide. For that, some examples we'll see with copper, sulfur and carbon. Now, first reaction is with copper. When copper reacts with 2 molecules of sulfuric acid, it gives copper sulfate plus sulfur dioxide plus 2 molecules of water. In second reaction with sulfur, in that when sulfur reacts with 2 molecules of constant sulfuric acid, it gives 3 molecules of sulfur dioxide along with 2 molecules of water. Then carbon reacts with 2 molecules of sulfuric acid concentrate. It gives carbon dioxide plus 2 molecules of sulfur dioxide and 2 molecules of water. Later on in third property of sulfuric acid is dehydrating property. You know dehydration means loss of water molecule. As per that mean we'll see the reaction or dehydrating properties that constant sulfuric acid is the strong and dehydrating agent. Sulfuric acid removes water molecules from sugar as well as carbohydrates. You know, sugar can be charred, means it can be converted directly into the carbon. That's why carbon left behind is called sugar charcoal and the process called as what charring process. It's very dangerous, but chemical you can perform in safety in big vessels. Carbon 12 plus hydrogen 22 and oxygen 11. This is the formula for sugar. When it reacted with constant sulfuric acid, that time that sugar molecules are charred, it directly converted to the 12 carbon with charcoal plus 11 molecules of the water. This is the dehydrating property. Reaction with salts. Constant sulfuric acid, there can be decomposed the salts which are more volatile acids to the corresponding acid. For that first reaction we'll see. When sodium chloride reacts with sulfuric acid, it gives sodium bisulfate plus HCl. Then potassium nitrate reacts with sulfuric acid, it gives potassium thiosulfate plus HNO3 nitric acid. Then calcium fluoride CF2 plus H2SO4, it gives calcium sulfate plus 2 molecules of hydrofluoric acid HF. Now after these reactions with salt, we'll see the uses of sulfuric acid. Where we can use sulfuric acid? Sulfuric acid has actually a lot of uses. The main uses we'll see. It is used in the manufacture of the pigments as well as paints and dye stuff. Intermediates in petroleum refining, in petroleum industry. Then it can be used in the detergent industry for preparation of the detergents. It is used in metallurgy for cleaning of the metals which are used in electroplating and galvanizing of these metals. In storage battery, it can be used. It is very important chemical for the storage battery. You may say inverter battery also. It is very important laboratory reagent which is useful in so many kinds of the reactions. It is used in the manufacture of nitrocellulose products. So these are the uses of sulfuric acid. Students, we learned today the topics of the chemical properties of sulfuric acid. In that acidic property we learn oxidizing property, we learn dehydrating property, as well as reactions of the certain metals with salts like NaCl, KNO3 and CF2, and at last we use of the sulfuric acid. Students, just we are going to introduce about the group 17 elements. In that, chlorine and compounds of the chlorine that we are going to use, that we are going to choose, and by that we can study their preparation of the chlorine first of all, later on manufacture of the chlorine and electrolytic process. That we'll see in the next lecture. Till that time, you have to stay safe, take care. Thank you. God bless you.